If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
I'm so screwed. Hey everyone! Thank you for joining us tonight for Pembroke's here on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. With me, as always, is my fantastic crew. And in case you can't tell, I don't have the document up, which is what I just realized I'm missing for what I'm supposed to say. But you can catch all of our other shows at happyjacks.org/Pembrooks or happyjacks.org/shows if you wish to look at other shows that we have produced and may or may not have personally been in. But I highly encourage you, if you have some time, to go check all of that out. Taking a quick look at my screen, I'm going to go ahead and take it over to Jay.
Hello, I'm Jay Holtham. Tonight I am playing Benton Ailes, a revenant investigator, raised from the dead to do stuff and things.
Sounds good. Blythe?
It's so good to be back. I'm sad that we had technical problems last week, but yay, we're back. I'm playing Analia Torres, the nerdy Cambion, who apparently can pack a punch sometimes, even though she wasn't supposed to be able to.
And Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Vanderwerf. I am playing Zoe Browning. She's a fae something or other. I forget what we said she was, but she does stuff. She sucks people's energy and then beats people up. And so far, she hasn't really beaten people up, but it's going to happen. I'm assured it's going to happen.
Great. And Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason. I play Silas Silvestri, just a regular, detective. Not really anything unusual. It's very normal to have hairy goat legs and horns. So he's a regular, normal detective.
Mm-hmm.
With hairy goat legs and horns. We just want to make sure that part was emphasized.
Also, perfect glitter eyeliner.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That's what magic is for. If it's not, I don't know why magic. If it's
heard it here, you heard it here first, folks. Why magic?
Why even magic if it's not going to give you perfect eyeliner?
Right.
Great. Well, thank you all for going over your characters real quick while I fiddle with my settings and stall for time. And does anyone want to talk about what happened in the last session? And I will reward anyone who does with a Benny.
Oh, the recap games.
Yeah.
I start with an extra Benny, so if someone else wants to do it.
I have touched my nose.
Oh, Zoe not it?
Zoe was gone. Zoe slept through everything.
Yeah, Zoe had a little too much to drink, and Benton's memory as a revenant and an old is shaky. I know that we fought a guy in an alley, but it was Billy Three Toes. It was sort of an accident. We were trying to find Billy Three Toes and trying to track where Willem went. and that led us, as we were walking around trying to retrace his steps, and we were sort of coming up snake eyes on all of our investigating, but then we realized we were being followed, and very cleverly, and I will say entirely successfully, lured the person who was following us into an alley, wherein we fought him very successfully.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that is how I'm remembering
1, 2, 3, out for the count.
Yep.
I mean, we did okay. Benton and Analia did okay.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, right.
Silas, I think, was having some troubles with some magic casting, and
I
might
believe-
have like inhaled and huffed some pixie dust.
Yep.
Yeah, I think 2 out of his 3 spells went just fine, as I
Yeah.
recall.
Yep.
There was only that last one that maybe didn't work out quite the way he had envisioned.
He started tripping balls.
Yep. Now I'm remembering that there was some tripping balls towards the end there. I believe we sort of ended still in medias res.
Pretty
think
much. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just add a little bit extra. After leaving the bar, Zoe's boyfriend came and picked her up, took her someplace safe, and let her kind of go experience her first drunk and probably her first hangover the next day. But that evening, the rest of the party went and checked out the park that Willem likes to walk by, and spent some time looking at the small statues of found materials, and discovered that there were some similarities to them. Color purple. There was a scrap of cloth that matched the one that Silas had found inside the bar,
Right.
and then also some graffiti that gave them a clue. Exactly. Blythe has a little diagram for everyone watching at home, or wherever you're watching. I'm not your dad. Unless my future kid has dug this up out of the way back machine, in which case I am your dad. So, but there was a piece of graffiti that said the coup, THE capital CU,
Mhm.
and upon realizing that means the hound or the dog, the crew decided to go question Brigid, Willem's wife, and see if she had more information about that or anything else to do with the case. After having a conversation and going through Willem's drawers, the crew then decided that they were going to walk back to their car. And while they were doing so, they discovered that someone had been tailing them and crafted an ambush in an alley, and were able to restrain Billy Three Toes, who had been mentioned at the bar.
Excuse
So
me, you left
where
out
we-
you left out expert ambush. That
Yes, I'm
That
sorry,
was
expert ambush. Right.
Again, without a hitch, as I remember it, utterly flawless. Plan.
Flawless victory, in
Yep.
fact, as I'm sure the record will state.
Yep.
So we ended that session with Billy Three Toes in a headlock from Analia. And where do you guys want to go from there? Do we want to fade to Pembroke's? Do you want to try and interrogate him here? How do you want to go?
I mean, I think we take him back to Pembroke, right?
yeah, I mean, I imagine we have some sort of
Yeah.
interview room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
100%.
we need our other interviewer there.
Uh-huh.
So
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the scene is the interview room at Pembroke's, where Billy Three Toes has been cooling his jets in the room. He did take a little bit of getting into, because as a were chameleon, you had to sort of keep an eye and a hand on him at all times to make sure
Yep.
he didn't fade out and escape. But you're able to get him over into the interview room without any major difficulty at that point. And it's been a couple of hours. And let's check in and see, Zoe, how do you think your recovery is going?
Not well.
Okay.
But yeah, like I probably have like I probably shake it off more quickly than just a normal 20-something girl would, but I also haven't gotten this drunk before. Yeah, so I'm not doing well, but also I'm just ordering David around because he'll do whatever I say for some reason. And yeah, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things and wondering what my friends are up to, my colleagues are up to.
Friends. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, work friends. Mhm.
Oh, wow.
It's hurtful.
Great. All right. So it's been a couple of hours, and Billy is in the, I keep wanting to say interrogation room, but we've established it's an interview room.
Yeah, interview room.
Not an interrogation room.
No.
It has. We put like I like made a laminate that I put over interrogation badly, and it says interview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. It's a little cockeyed so that you can kind of see.
Yeah. Don't ask what the drain in the floor is for. It's not important. You know, let's just stay focused.
Wow, you went a lot darker than I was thinking, but okay. I'm all right with that. So what's the plan? You've got him in the room. Is anyone in the room with him, or are you discussing the case outside of that?
I mean, do we want to be like on the other side of the double-sided glass where we're like, so what do we do with him?
I think that's a great place to start. You're standing looking at him behind the one-way mirror, one-way glass, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we should ask him some questions about Willem. He was maybe the last person who saw him.
Yeah, it's odd. I know that the bartender said that, you know, they'd call us if he came in, but it was weird that he was following us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely very weird.
How did he know we were even going to be around there specifically?
And then even if he did know that, why follow us? Like, how does that impact him at all?
Yep.
Like,
exactly.
It's fishy.
Hey, you guys figure out his wife did it? And Zoe walks in from the back wearing like sunglasses and like chewing on potato chips and like kind of like shaking it off, but also, so like the wife did it, right?
Well, we would have to be able to prove that. I think we're working on that.
I mean, she remains a suspect, but I don't know. We saw her yesterday, and she was terrible, as usual, but not particularly guilty seeming. She still seems legitimately concerned.
Yeah, I think
I just want to say, if I was right about the wife having done it, and I guessed it right off, you all owe me a Coke. So,
done.
There you
Fair
go.
enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
I think, however, if she were trying to hide it, she would have been less terrible to us.
Yeah.
That's what you think, but
Why be mean to the people investigating your husband's murder if you did it?
I know how mean girls operate, and she's definitely a mean girl. So
That's
they try and show their dominance. Not that I know anything about it.
No.
Okay.
No, very nice.
Thank you.
Billy gets up from the table and he walks to the mirror, and he's sort of moving and looking around and playing with his hair a little bit while you guys are talking. Sure, checking out his teeth.
All right. So, shall I go in and ask him some questions?
That seems, I think you should. Yeah, I think you should. Do you have anything in your little magic bag that lets you, I don't know, detect lies or something?
Oh, hold on. I'm looking at my character sheet.
Yeah, who's good at this? I should probably go do run some background checks on him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I'm not the interrogator.
I'm just going off of my high persuasion. Is that what I would use to interview him?
It depends on sort of on what the approach you want to take.
Yeah, okay.
You could make a case for intimidation. You could make a case for beating him until he gave you what he wants.
Yeah.
You could use persuasion to kind of talk him around to your point of view, or get information out of him. About that time, Billy taps on the window and he goes, hey, this ain't my first rodeo. I know you guys are back there. You're going to need to feed me or something or let me go. What's going on here?
Oh, right. We should have offered him a snack.
And he's sort of like, hand up over his eyes, trying to kind of peer through the window. He doesn't look like he can see you, though.
We still have some like falafel and stuff. We could probably give him some of that.
We don't have to offer him nothing.
Well, let's try this. Give me 5 minutes in there. Bring something in, and then if I have to, I'll slap it out of your hands into his face.
I like your style.
Hopefully I won't.
Food.
What's that?
Who's bringing the food?
Well, I mean, not me, because I'm going to be in there already. So
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna go.
He hasn't seen me. He
That's
hasn't
true.
seen me, so I'll walk in or
Okay.
something. Don't screw this up. Oh my god.
Well, hopefully I won't have to slap it out of your hand because he's just being helpful, and that'll be sort of our cue of like, how is this going? And then I'm sure it's fine.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
Nick, when we were bringing him in, did we like take his phone?
You had his jacket, and his jacket was separate from his other clothes.
Uh-huh.
I use air quotes for those listening.
Okay.
Since you realize he does not usually wear clothes.
Yeah, well, clothes are for nerds.
Yeah. So all of his, his wallet and his phone, and his keys, and all that stuff were in his jacket.
Okay. And so the other thing we should probably think about is looking to see how the Fae used his phone to help him find us. So out of character, I forget which of us is a computer expert. Is it Analia?
Analia, yeah. That sounds like an Analia thing.
Okay.
That's me.
Definitely not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Not me.
Analia, if you could figure out how the Fae were using his phone to tell him where we are, then that would be a big step in the right direction. We'll know which Fae he's partnered with and how that is going down.
Wait,
I'll hack
The
his cell phone.
the Fae?
Well, yeah, almost certainly. They invented the internet to track us, and so his ability to find us has to be related to that. We are all carrying around these infernal devices.
We did not invent the internet.
I gotta get out of here because they want me. They want me back. I gotta go.
They can't get you here. This place is warded.
Also, Silas, I feel like some of that is not exactly true.
I mean, I know it's not exactly true.
Okay.
How?
Just want to
How
make
do you know
sure.
that?
Okay. Whew.
Didn't Al Gore invent the internet?
No,
Is he Fae?
No.
Oh, no.
No and no.
Okay.
If there is there such a thing as opposite of Fae, I think Al Gore is it.
I was gonna say he doesn't
Yeah.
seem. Yeah.
He doesn't know. No, he does
No.
not. But
Dame
yeah,
Helen Mirren would have told us by now if he was Fae.
also true.
Yeah.
I like that we just made the existence of Al Gore canon in this universe.
We are making
We-
the existence of Dame Helen Mirren
Let's
and Game of Thrones, so sure, whatever.
yeah,
We're
let's,
also banned from the Oscars.
that was legitimate.
Yep.
Billy starts climbing the walls. Literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go in there.
Yep.
You check out his phone, and you're
I'll
gonna
go
bring
hack his phone.
and Zoe, you'll bring in food in like 5-10 minutes. Just kind of let
Absolutely.
me get going with him a little bit. And Benton, do you want to watch from here and just see if we? If I
I'll
miss
watch from
anything?
here. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll watch from here. See if you miss anything, and also if you need, a good thumping.
Yeah, if we need a bad cop, then
Yep, that's my job.
okay. Cool.
I'm the bad cop. Look at me. I'm the bad
Well,
cop.
I mean, that's. I should go in there and start the interview.
Yeah.
All right, you walk in and Billy hops down off of the top of the wall near the corner of the ceiling. And he goes, "Finally, all right. Look, you ain't got nothing."
Oh, I don't have to have anything. We're a private company, and I want to know why you were following us.
I wasn't following you guys. I was just walking down the same street.
No. Okay, so that's a lie. Let's just push past that part. So I have a seat. I'll sit down. Is there like a table we can sit across from each other?
Yep.
Yeah. What? You want to sit down for a minute?
He walks over and he sort of leans on the chair, like arms folded over the back of the chair.
Okay. I just sit down and have like a little like flip notebook ready to make notes. So let's start again. Why were you following us?
Look, even if I was following you, there's nothing. You got nothing. You got no reason to hold me.
I do, because you've frightened us, and you were stalking us. And if you or some of your cohorts are going to keep following or stalking us, then we will feel like we're in danger and act accordingly.
Ooh, look at me. I'm a big, scary, dangerous guy.
Come on. That's not what this is about. You were following us. You know why we've been around the bar. You followed us from shift change. Why? Who told you to follow us?
No one told me to follow you. I ain't been following you.
Okay.
And if I was, why would I tell you? What's in it for me?
Well, I imagine you'd like to leave here at some point.
Oh, I'll leave here at some point.
Okay.
I understand that you guys have powers and you have some sway in this community, but there's definitely people who are going to be looking for me if I don't show up soon.
Yeah, look,
so
we're not
we
monsters.
Cut the rigmarole, and you could just let me go.
We don't. Yeah, you're right. That's not even a good threat. We're not monsters. We're not going to hold you here forever. But I need you to work with me. I've got some food coming in a minute. That's, we want you to be comfortable. But the fact is, you were following us. That's
like what? What kind of food?
Well, why don't you tell me why you were following us, and I'll be happy to answer some of your questions.
I could really go for a pita right now.
I bet. I could really go for finding out why you were following us.
Jason, why don't you roll a persuasion?
I would love that.
And we'll figure something out here.
That's a D8 and a D6. So it's actually D8 plus 1, and I get a reroll on this. So.
Ooh. Speaking of rerolls, everyone does start the session with 3 bennies per normal, with the exception of Blythe, whose character Analia has the luck luck edge, which lets her start with 4 bennies. So if everyone wants to go ahead and grab their bennies, and since we have 4 players tonight, I get 4 bennies as well.
Okay,
for me,
I got a 7.
Okay. You can tell that you are not terribly intimidating or threatening, and Billy feels like he's got all the balls in his court.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that he's done and said seems to come back around to what's in it for him. So if there was a way that you could let him see what the upside was for him, that would probably be a good approach.
So Billy, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but we frequently employ informants or just experts in a particular field. And if this is a situation where You can provide us with something. We can provide you with something. There's no reason this has to be hostile. That's not what this is about. What this is about is you were following us. That made us nervous. And so we acted appropriately. That doesn't mean that has to be this going forward. So what do you have that might make it worth it for us to work together?
Well, if you're looking for information, then
yes,
I
feel like I've been
can certainly
consistent on that.
Well, what sort of information are you looking for? And then I'll see if there's something that I can tell you that can help.
Yeah,
then we can discuss. How that's going to work out to both of us, to the benefit of both of us.
I'd really like to know what inspired you to follow us last night. Or tonight, I guess.
You were nosing around shift change, and you guys clearly ain't wares, and it's not a kind of place that a lot of people go. So I was curious, and you were on my way home.
So nobody at shift change told you why we stopped in there?
Nope. No one told me nothing.
Is there a roll to see if he's lying?
Doubt.
Many doubts.
Yeah, press F to doubt. I don't know. Is there a spell or anything? I don't know.
I don't think you have a spell or anything that does it. I would say
I have confusion. I want to confuse him into like revealing his secrets.
To answer your questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was stun. Stun was the one that did not do so well. I would say just give me a notice roll, and I'll figure out if there's something better for that.
Let's see. I have to. Okay, the metal die is my wild die. I got a 5.
Okay. Like as you have no doubt could tell, there's something that he's not telling you.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not completely bald-faced lying.
Oh, okay. It's lie of omission.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, let's try this. Do you know anything about where? Oh, what is this guy called again? Who are we after?
Willem.
Willem. Have you seen Willem recently? Do you know anything about what happened the last time he was at the bar?
No. Is there a problem? Is that what you guys are looking into?
Well, yeah. He's been he hasn't turned up recently, and if you were able to provide some information, that's the sort of thing we could compensate for. Then we'd be in business.
Oh, well, why didn't you just start that way? I mean, if you want some information about Willem, then maybe we can talk. But I do gotta tell you, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, okay. But you know something about what happened.
Well, what kind of compensation are we talking about here?
Well, we have a regular sort of consultant fee that we could work with, and lunch is going to be here any minute. So,
Has it been 5 minutes yet?
That's up to you. You can enter the scene anytime you want.
Yeah. But like Zoe's asking that out, and she's got like a platter
of the messiest for maximum impact.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna walk the fuck in. Whenever, but Nick, you go ahead.
So as you walk in, as Billy says, consultant fee, huh? Oh, and I see lunch is here.
There's just a tray and just some pita and some fruit snacks and just things I found stacked on top of it. And I'm like
sugar packets.
I'm like, your dinner, sir. And I set it down in front of him. And then I slam the table and I say, now speak up, maggot. Tell us where he is. Tell us where Willem is.
Oh, I see dinner and a show.
Don't you dare talk down to me. I got a B+ in women's studies, and I know when I'm being condescended to.
You really
Yeah,
shouldn't condescend to her.
Yeah, don't
I'm sure.
condescend to me.
I'm sure you do, sweetheart.
Like off in the distance, you just hear, "Don't be condescending to her. You'll regret it."
When he calls her sweetheart, I kind of like scooch back from the table a little bit, like not sure what's about to happen.
Oh boy.
So listen, you're going to tell us everything you know, or I'm going to shove these fruit snacks down your throat.
Is this an intimidation attempt, or are we still talking?
This is how I'm trying to do persuasion, but it can be intimidation if you want. This is how Zoe believes. Yeah.
Bad cop goes. I think that if you're offering a threat of violence, then it has to be intimidation.
Oh, God.
Not persuasion.
Well, that's going to
Violence
go poorly.
is very persuasive.
That's going to go poorly.
So if you do not have intimidation,
I do have it.
Oh,
but
you do have it. Okay.
I have it. It's a D4 though, so it's going to be fun.
Okay.
It's going to be fun to see what happens. I
It'll
need to find some-
explode.
roll everything.
Well, and that wild die, that can always come up
Yeah.
with success too.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I the wild die came up 6, so
Oh,
yeah,
excellent.
I got a 10.
Fantastic. So that's a success with a raise on that check. There's something in the way that you say it, and maybe there's a flash of light or something in your eye.
Oh yeah. My eyes like kind of sparkle.
Yeah.
Just like for a second. That makes it clear I'm Fae.
And Billy goes, whoa, hey, we're all friends here. There's no reason to get violent about what's going on.
Okay. Then tell us everything you know.
I'm happy to tell you everything you know. Just
Great.
can we
Perfect.
make that consultant fee in cash?
You talk with my friend Silas here.
You know
He
what?
looks over at you.
I'll go ask Chris Hemsworth. No, what's our
Oh, Terry receptionist.
Yeah.
Terry.
Who's Chris Hemsworth?
I'm gonna go.
And he is Chris Hemsworth.
I'm gonna go ask Terry what the process for that is, and let you two get acquainted just on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I'll slip out the door.
You don't have to. You don't have to go. He kind of he looks over at the one-way glass to see kind of if he can see if anybody is behind it.
Nobody else is there. Nobody else is there. It's just you and me.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't mean anything earlier.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I saw Willem leave, and these kind of creepy guys were following him, and so I followed them.
Mhm.
And they grabbed him and they stuffed him in a car, and that's all I know.
Did you see like the make of the car, license plate, anything? Like were the guys of certain? Did they have anything distinctive about them?
They just looked like guys, you know. There was nothing that really called out about who they were, and then it was one of them white cargo vans. So
Okay.
they just came up on him all buddy, put their arm around him, and then hustled him off into this van, and that's all I know.
How many nights ago was that?
That was Sunday night.
Are there security cameras in that area that you know of?
There's nothing that I know of. I mean, you've been around. It's not the nicest place.
Yeah.
Could you go ahead and make a notice roll for me?
Sure. Let me see what my notice is. Oh, I do have notice. Good for me. 5.
He's holding something back. So look, I told you what I know, that these two guys, they tossed them into a cargo van. I didn't get the plates. I'm not a detective paying attention to all that stuff, but that's all I know.
You heard of Oberon? King of the Fairies? King of the Fae?
Like Shakespeare. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. He's not like Shakespeare wrote to be. He's not that much of a dick. He's my dad. And we don't want to make Dad angry, do we?
Oberon's your dad. Really?
Yeah, he's my dad. I know you saw earlier that, you know who I am. You've seen people like me around before. You're not telling me something, and I want you to tell me that.
If half the stories are true, there's about 1,000 people walking around that Oberon's their dad. Why would I be worried about particularly you? Are you in a special favor? And he sits back in his chair and kind of leans back. Look, I know when there's BS being slung, and this is some BS being slung.
You want to take a chance on that? We're giving you the money. Just tell me what you know, and then we can talk about what you're watching on Netflix. A nice, normal night.
Well, I haven't seen the money yet, so why don't we get the money, and then we can see what else happens here.
I found anything from his phone, or can I hack his phone?
Absolutely. What are you? How are you hacking the phone? Give me some details.
I probably have a program on my computer for this kind of thing. So I probably plug it in and get the program running and hack the mainframe.
Okay, so is that your computer skill?
I have.
I don't have your character sheet in front of me right now. So what?
Well, I don't have a computer. There's not an exact computer skill. I have hacking though.
Oh, excellent. Okay, give me a hacking roll.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right.
Benny. Because that was bad.
Was it critically bad?
No. Oh well. Okay. Well, I rolled a 6 on my D8.
Okay. He doesn't have super encryption or anything on the phone, so you can get it open. The lock screen is a picture of him.
Great.
Just grinning and mugging for the camera at it.
I hate him.
So you plug it in and your program is able to crack it pretty quickly. And he just has he's got a lot of apps available on his phone. There's a lot of social media stuff, Tinder and some other dating apps and some other things that are going on there. And where do you want to look? What's the?
I'm gonna start with phone history, with call history and text.
Okay. So the last 3 texts that he has, they look like they are. One looks like it is some sort of a business deal, but probably on the shady side, because nobody seems like they are really talking about what they're actually talking about. That was about 3 days ago. Then there's the other 2 texts are from, they look like partners who were pissed off. So like some sort of a romantic partners that went wrong on the phone. And a trail of why aren't you calling me? And you said you said it meant something, and I've been waiting for you, but like no responses on those. And there's also a bunch of missed calls from those numbers.
Do they have names?
Sure. One is listed in the phone as Sweet Cheeks. The other one is just Sugar.
Wait, with the word just or
Just
sugar?
It is now just Sugar. Is what it is now.
Well, I'm gonna.
Thank you. Take a Benny, please. I love that. All right.
I'm gonna stalk his Tinder now. Also, I want to actually no. I'm gonna read the business deal text to see if there's any like code words or weird things in there that maybe I have an idea.
It's hey, I got something that you're in. I got something you said you're interested in. Do you want to make the usual arrangements? I'll trade it out there.
Okay.
And so it's just sort of some back and forth between these two texts.
And no calls from this number?
No calls from that number, and it's just in the phone as M.
M.
Yeah, M like Mary.
Okay. I want to stalk his social media a little bit too and just see if he has any like, I don't know, any indication of who this M is.
Okay. You go into his socials and his Tinder, and he's gross.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna go like fully into it, but it's kind of gross, and it's very much like unsolicited cloaca pics.
Oh,
Not a good look. He is pretty scummy in this environment.
I don't know if I want to be alone in a room with this guy.
Well,
It's a thing that Zoe thinks later.
I showed you my cloaca. Reply to me.
I'm trying to think of like phones have everything. Oh, is there an email attached?
Would that be normal? I'll be honest. I don't do any like online dating or.
Oh no,
just
like on my
like an email program.
Yeah, like
yeah, sure.
I get my Gmail to my phone.
Yeah, sure. He's got Gmail on there.
Okay. I just was curious if there was going to be anything more towards this business plan.
His inbox is just loaded with they look, spam offers. Like he's never met a sign up that he didn't sign up for, and he's never opted out of a list ever.
Oh God.
So there's 2,000 unread emails, and from what you can tell on the front page, it's almost all spammy stuff, and like a good chunk of it is hot singles in your area and increase your personal endurance. But there's a lot that's just like, HVAC now or install solar, and you may have won a Chevy Cabrera. Like there's just everything in there.
Am I with Analia?
Sure. You guys want to be looking at that in the back room?
Yep. Ugh, this guy is so gross.
I think I hate someone for the first time in my life.
Yeah, it's the worst.
I mean, this could be good intimidation stuff though, like leak these pictures.
I gotta say, I feel like he's not gonna be real shameable about this. He's so gross. Is there a way to check his, this stuff, his GPS, where he's been for the last few days?
I can check his like Google Maps and stuff and see if he's.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a few locations he's been to, and maybe we can try to follow him or follow his trail. Because I'm pretty sure this guy's lying about something.
Well, he also said he lives. I don't know that he lives in that area yet. He didn't say that to us. Yeah.
Well,
No. I'll check.
if you're in the room, you kind of heard you heard the whole conversation.
Oh,
you guys
true.
are in that back room.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. Well, he said he lives in that area near where Shift Change and we were, and he said he was on his way home. So let's see if I can figure out where he lives.
All right.
Which also I want to find out if there's any like arrest records or things for this guy.
Yeah. Let's try to get some known associates.
Background time.
I'll give you that. You're able to take a look at his. He's got like Foursquare, and he checks in everywhere, and you've been able to do like his Google Maps and everything like that. And
I hate him so much.
And he has basically been all over the city. And it looks like he signed up to be a Google ambassador type thing, and then left that tracking on but never turned it off, but stopped reporting on things like that. So you can find all of that. There is one weird spike, so like yellow lines basically all over the city map. And then there's one weird spike that kind of goes out into the suburbs, and then back through like sort of a like the line is straight, like it definitely took exact streets, and then another coming back from that is kind of like winding over a couple of places before it disappears in the mass of the rest of the city.
Okay, so it seems like he goes out to the suburbs and takes a weird way back, so people can't really.
Or he was doing something out there. Weird.
Can I see what the address is that it went out to the suburbs? Like, is that like, can I pinpoint a location he went to, or is it just like he went that way?
It definitely looks like there was a specific location that he went to. In order to get, I think you'd have to do more research in order to get the exact tagging from it, because unlike a lot of the places in the city, it's not like he didn't check in there. There was no reporting or anything like that.
Well, like on Google Maps,
definitely
does it show up as like a residential area?
It's a residential area, for sure. But when you like, if you do like Google Earth and you're taking a look down on top of it, it's blurred out.
That is curious.
The houses around it are very sporadic. Like there's a lot of yard and space in between each of these areas. This is a really nice part of town, of the suburbs, and these are essentially McMansions, but with correspondingly large estates, you would almost say.
But I could presumably go next door to one and be like, this is the number.
Sure.
And then just figure out what number it should be.
Right. Like it's not 1219, so it must be the next house beyond 1219.
Yes. All right. I'm going to do that and try to figure out what this address is. And who owns this house?
Okay. Why don't you give me a research roll?
Shit, we forgot to talk about making that one of my skills. Well,
why don't you take it a D4 for now, and then we'll figure out something that you can reduce, that you can drop something by.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 4 and a 3, so...
Okay. You can kind of tell that, like, this is a weird neighborhood, and the houses don't exactly appear sequential. Like, the next... So there's 1219, and then whatever this property was, and then the next one over is 15927. So it's probably... But it's not like there are 1,000 houses in between those two.
I mean, I feel like it's a reasonable guess that I could... Is there a cross street that house is on?
You could probably find it. You like, the area that is fuzzed out is sort of the property area, but not the streets or other houses surrounding.
Okay.
So I would say that you feel that you could figure out a way to get to this place.
Okay. So I'm gonna, like, Analia's gonna, like, jot down the addresses near it and, like, circle it on the map. She's gonna print out a copy for Silas and circle it with a big red marker. So that Silas feels nice that he has a map.
Right.
That's very thoughtful. I was going to come back into their observation room after visiting Terry.
Okay.
But first, does Terry tell me what the what can we pay informants? Okay, crisp $20 bill.
Oh, hold on. It's in the manual here. I have to look it up. Here, and he starts paging through the three ring binder, and starts reading off to you all of the different levels of informant and what the sort of petty cash and the process is for putting someone on the payroll, or for just taking some petty cash out for what do they call it? It's for incidentals.
Yeah.
In the course of an investigation.
Like a discretionary fund.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, here it is. It looks like you can draw. $500 on this account. It's just available as a payment, or for anything else you might need temporarily.
Well, okay, that's good to know. So, why don't I just give me like a $20 bill, and you don't mind doing the paperwork for that, right?
No, it's what I'm here for.
Great. Okay. So, yeah.
So he does a 20. He goes, oh, and your catalog came.
What?
You know, your the Radio Shack, and he hands you a Radio Shack catalog with your name on it.
Now, out of character, am I forgetting something?
No.
Oh, okay. This is random.
All right.
Okay. I thank you, Terry, and I just sort of put that under my... I assume it's full of secret messages from the Fae, so... so then I'll go back to the observation room and poke in. So how are you two doing?
Before you get there... Oh, well, you could be there. I don't care. I'm gonna try persuading this guy.
Great.
Just by being like, yeah, Oberon, kind of a cad, a lot of kids, but he's one of the oldest, most powerful beings in the universe. He has a lot of influence. He can make your life hell, or he can make your life really good. And I could put in a word for you. Just be like, hey, my old friend chameleon guy, he needs he needs a favor. Just give him some wishes or something, give him a couple things he'd like. I could just put in a good word for you if you just tell me what you know. I know you're holding something back.
Give me a persuasion roll.
I have charisma, so I get to re-roll if it's a failure.
Ooh. I'm actually going to make this an opposed check, and that's why I have that book here.
Okay.
Because he is really kind of disinclined to go with this. So let's make that. Great. What did you get?
Well, Nick, I rolled a 28.
Well, that is going to blow the
Whoa.
crap out of what I rolled.
Yeah. I had a D10 and rolled 2 10s and then an 8.
So kind of a whiff.
Yeah.
That's too bad. That was a good try,
Yep.
though.
Yeah, nice work there, Zoe.
So the main point of contention that he kind of brings up in the conversation is that listen, I know that taking gifts and favors from the Fae is a bad idea. It hasn't worked out for anybody yet. And I also know that Oberon ain't able to cross over and come into this part of the world. So I'm not too terribly concerned about him raining his vengeance down on me or anything like that. But I can see that you mean it. You're trying hard, and you could probably make my life a real shit show if I don't lend a hand. So what is it you want?
There's something you aren't telling me about the night that Willem died. Silas, there's something that he isn't telling me about the night that Willem died.
Oh, I was going into the observation room behind the mirror. Just so
okay,
you still have him one-on-one.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Disappeared. But I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. Like, if he's not dead already, he's probably really close.
Look, if it'll help get me out of here, I'll tell you what I know.
Please.
They, like I told you, buddy, they tossed him in a van, and they took him off and they hustled him out of here. And I hopped on the van and rode with them, and they went out to some big house out in the burbs, and it had a some kind of all surrounded by shrubs. And when I got there, and it was so far out of the city that I just hightailed it out of there. I don't know what they did from him after that point. I just wanted to get away from this place because it gave me the creeps. You know what I mean? It gave me the heebie-jeebies. So I called a lift and I got out of there.
So
that's all I know. That's all I know.
So you'd have a record of where you were through Lyft.
Yeah, I guess it's they hold on to that information, really?
I mean, they have to.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they send all your rides are recorded, and they send you a receipt that shows you exactly where you were and where they picked you up and where they dropped you off.
Well, yeah, if you got my phone, I guess I can pull up that information and show you, and maybe I need to
I'm sure Analia's already got it. She's good at that sort of thing. Thank you so much,
you're
though.
Wait, hold on. You're getting into my personal affairs or my personal records?
Buddy,
you don't want to.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. What do you think you're doing here?
Just give me my cash and let me get out of here.
Oh, well, you know what? Silas will be back with your cash. Now, as promised, you told me what you know, so we're going to talk about what we're watching on Netflix. What are you watching on Netflix? I really like Dead to Me. It's a show about two women. I like shows with female characters. Do you like shows with female characters, Chameleon Guy?
I like that glow. That's got women in it.
Perfect. And we continue chatting about this for a while.
As you've picked up, he's a real scumbag, and he's just talking about the outfits and and that sort of garbage. But yes, there you go.
Is Benton still in the observation room? Oh, you can't hear.
I'm in there with Analia, so we overheard all that.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
let's open his lift.
I come in there. I'm like, okay. I assume Analia is sort of absorbed in doing what she does with the phone. So Benton, did they? What did she get out of him? Do you know?
So he said that he was lying before, and I'm sure he's still holding stuff back, but that he went with the guys who picked up Willem out to some house in the suburbs, and then he took a lift back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so do we have... We got an address, I assume?
Analia, were you able to get in there?
Oh, she had to step away.
Oh.
Yes, it's right here. Hold on. I have it all pulled up for you. I'm printing out a copy for Silas right now.
Oh, yeah, she did say there was I was like, oh, I assume this is it. And she's like totally engaged.
Yeah,
in what
that's
she's
from his Google Maps, and let me look at his. There we go. There's his lift, and here's the address he was picked up from. So yeah,
in this world, I'm going to say that Lyft also has something that like Uber has, where you can have multiple people, like to reduce the cost.
Yeah.
You've got multiple people that are taking the ride.
Yeah.
Yep. And so he was in a Lyft pool, of course, cheapskate. What a dirtbag this guy is. But I think we can see where he was picked up, and then they went a bunch of places, but he was eventually dropped off not too far from shift change. So, but I think that's our spot to go look. We should make our way out to this place where he was picked up.
Okay, well, you heard a lot of his answers. Is he worth this $20 bill?
You might as well give it to him.
All right.
He eventually gave it up.
Okay. I'm gonna grab an envelope from the office supplies, and just put the $20 bill in there and seal up the envelope with some other pieces of paper.
Yep, good call.
All right.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna get some of our letterhead and just write thanks.
Thanks a bunch. Thanks a million.
Yeah. And then fold that up and put this. So it's like there's an envelope full of money, right? So
yep.
Yeah, and then I'll go into the interview room.
All right. So you walk into the interview room, and there is a conversation ongoing about Netflix shows, and Billy has horrible taste.
Surprise.
And Zoe is telling him about good shows that he should be watching.
Zoe knows a lot about good Netflix shows.
Zoe, is there any more we need to learn from this man?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to tell him about Babylon Berlin. It's this German show that David's really into, but it's actually pretty good. So like, oh, you mean he could tell us?
Right.
I don't think so. I think we got it all. I think.
You got my money. We can go now.
Yeah. See, here's Silas with your money. It was a real pleasure, Chameleon guy. I really enjoyed it.
It was a real pleasure. And my jacket and my stuff. Can I go now?
Oh yeah, maybe I could I have grabbed that when I was in the interview room? Like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Put his phone in the pocket, like do all that, and like in that I would like put the envelope in the like pocket. Didn't he had like a trench coat or something, right?
Like a jean jacket.
Oh, a jean jacket. Okay, so yeah, I'll put the envelope in the pocket where you could see it sticking out, and when I go back in there, I'll be like, okay, so we've got a little something for you here. Here's your jacket, your phone, everything's in there. Thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye.
Yeah, great. Wonderful to meet you. Hope I never see you again. Bye.
I'll be sure to tell my dad to send you a special gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
do
don't
that.
do that. Zoe, don't. He could get hurt.
He just waves a hand off and heads out down the hallway. And you can hear.
Zoe, do it.
Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, tell Zoe's dad to send him something real nice. He's the worst.
Do you think he knew I was bluffing? I have no idea how I'd get in touch with Oberon. Like, I don't even know if he's real. I don't know if he's my dad.
Oberon is very real, and you should limit how many times you say the name in a day.
Is he cool though?
No,
Like, if he's my dad,
not cool.
like,
Let's in fact, let's not talk about him anymore right now.
can I call him like the Big O?
That seems disrespectful. I don't know.
Obi, the Big O,
I don't.
Pops,
I don't
Daddy,
I
Pal,
don't know the answer to this.
Obes, Ron.
Sure.
You hear
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That was it.
and back to Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's
Nailed
so
it.
good.
You hear you hear a little laugh, and you recognize it as as Dennis, and he starts chanting, "Oberon, Oberon, Oberon,
Oh, the
Oberon,
ghost.
Oberon," and it's sort of like Dopplering around the room.
Dennis, I will banish you again.
Oberon.
Dennis, don't make me do it.
Are we being
You're gonna
haunted
call
by?
Oberon to make me go away.
Are we being haunted by Dennis the Menace? That's so cute. Wait, was that like a real person who died?
You should know. You should know. You should know. Oberon. Oberon. Oberon.
Well, maybe a
This is
ghost
pretty
won't
good.
get us attention.
Oh, God. Can we move? Can we?
I
get
want to
back
leave the building right now.
Let's
in
let's
fact.
go. This is
Yeah.
this is shenanigans here.
Yeah. As we're leaving, when we go by the desk, Terry, if Oberon, the king of the fairies, shows up, don't let him in.
Right. Oberon, check. Not on the approved list.
Yeah.
Got it.
Banned from the building.
But if he wants to like meet me, to take a message and like we could go have coffee or something. He might be my dad. Like kind of a big thing for me.
Might be Zoe's dad. Got it.
Cool.
Not welcome in the
Thank
building.
you. Thank you,
Can't
Terry.
Cannot come in. I'll talk through the mail slot.
That's great. Yep.
Yeah. But if he wants to meet me, tell him like we can set up a time to go to like to go to Coffee Bean. That'd be cool.
Get his number.
Yeah. And have him text me. Give him my number so he can text me. We'll meet at Coffee Bean.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably listening to this conversation right now at this point.
And that's Oberon.
That name is
Yep.
so powerful. Please stop saying it.
Which name, Oberon?
Yeah, that name.
Why are you
Sounds so
afraid of
good.
Oberon?
Why do I have that in my head now?
I think when
Oberon, he's the king of the Fae.
I think when Silas really starts to get irritated, he starts to actually like bleat a little bit in his. It's just like, stop. Mm-mm. And then he like realizes he's doing it, and he's like embarrassed. And can we just go?
So it's actually coming up on about midnight. I don't know if you guys want to press on or.
I'm just getting started. I slept
but
it off.
That is technically bedtime, though. We've been working for a long time. I imagine we typically are like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, why don't we reconvene in the morning? We have an address. The house isn't going to fly away.
Maybe.
Let's just go in the morning.
Yeah,
All right.
we can get some hangover stuff cured.
Who's hungover?
I'm doing fine. My roommate Lexi has a great hangover cure.
Wait, you shouldn't be hungover.
She's still a little drunk.
We don't get.
You don't get Wait, you don't get hungover?
Really?
No, that's very funny.
Really?
We've never really gone drinking, have we?
No. This is my first time ever drinking. I feel good though. I feel like I could do anything.
Oh, yes. Okay. So that's not. Okay, you have a very different relationship with alcohol than I do, I think.
Maybe it's the fawn thing.
I mean, demons have a pretty high tolerance to alcohol, but I've definitely had a hangover.
Oh.
I had a lot of Bud Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's poison.
David was telling me about something called Miller Lite, which sounds interesting.
Wait, I think I know the problem. Isn't light beer poisonous to Fae?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
babe, you got to try Genuine Draft. Like, if you're going to get a beer, that is definitely what you want to go for. It's good, and it'll get you fucked up.
No. Wine, mead, dark beer, whiskey. These are the approved list.
It felt so good, though. Well, back to Bacardi for me.
Oh, God. What have I done? Please let me help you.
All the Smirnoff ices you can possibly get.
Smirnoff Ice, those are so good.
Oh, God.
They're a little too
They
cold
don't-
for me.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm leaving.
No
Yep.
one
I'm
wants a
leaving.
warm ice.
Good night.
All right.
Warm ice, that's just water.
Smirnoff warm, though. I bet that'd be good.
Nope.
In hell, we have Smirnoff hot.
Yeah.
Or Smirnoff fire.
I believe it's Swarm Off.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow. All right.
Smirnoff Fire's pretty good, too.
Anyway, so fade to morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that good for everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
Assuming Oberon doesn't come for us in our sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oberon invented Smirnoff ice.
Fact.
Would everyone roll a d6 for me?
Sure.
Just one?
Just one.
Did I need to roll well?
I just want to know what numbers everyone gets.
I got a 5.
Or
I got this many. That's a 1.
I got a 1 because I'm
Hey.
still pretty hungover.
Okay. Nothing particularly odd. The two of you who got 1 have a weird image of, like, you don't remember your dreams the next morning, but you do have just wake up with an image of antlers in your head, but no other context.
Mm.
What time is everyone getting up and getting into the office? Like, is
Crack
the
of
plan?
10.
Is the plan to meet up at 10 and then head to the house, or is anyone in there earlier? What's the plan?
I mean, I'm in there earlier because I don't think I sleep all that much. So I just basically stay here
Okay.
in the
Analia,
office all
I
night.
think that the way that we did it for Benton is we took away a lot of those edges, so he does have to sleep, but it's more like a power down, I think, because he doesn't because of how he is. So he kind of, like, I don't know, maybe he puts himself in a closet, or maybe he just lies down in a bed and goes inert for a period of time.
Yeah, I think I do that at the office. I don't think I have I don't think I really have a home.
Okay.
So much. I feel like, that with being a revenant and everything, and being in this weird legally murky area, I can't really get a lease. So I just,
If I can offer an option to that, just a pitch, you could stay in the office, although that seems a little bit odd. It would also be okay to come and live with Silas because he's not human and doesn't have human roommates.
Okay, yeah. There we
And
go.
I imagine you can sleep through partying. I don't, like, you tell me, is that like a thing?
Yeah, no, I think that's fine by me.
Okay.
I think that what happens, and again, you can override this, but I think that what happens is that you kind of there's like 6 hours where you just go inert, and it's like to the minute, but yes, it's like for 6 hours there's just a dead body.
Yep.
It's okay. That's what the front closet's for.
Exactly. And that's exactly where I do it.
Tell everyone it's a movie prop.
In the front closet.
Yeah.
So Analia likes to show up to a little bit before everybody because she likes to make coffee for the office.
Oh.
Aww.
Nice.
Or
Yeah.
everybody's preferred morning drink of choice. So she gets like the tea she'll get like the water ready for tea and like get the coffee ready and
Cool. Demons make the best coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.
Zoe rolls in at like 9:59.
Okay.
She Lexi always makes her like a full breakfast. It's really nice of her. People are so nice to Zoe. They just like do stuff for her. It's really cool.
You wake up and Lexi is standing at the door with a covered tray,
Yeah.
and just like waiting for you.
Oh my God, you are the best friend. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I made eggs Benedict because I know that's your favorite, right?
Oh, that's so much effort. Thank you, though. That's really great. We'll have to get caught up. We haven't talked to you and me, but I have to go like do a thing. But
oh yeah, sure. Whenever.
yeah,
yeah. Sort of moony eyes as you leave.
Lexi's the roommate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lexi's the roommate.
What was your
Yeah.
boyfriend's name?
David. David also will just do anything for me. People like being nice to me. It's just
Yeah.
really great.
We'll have to talk about that.
Cool. So 10 o'clock rolls around and you guys are in the office. What's the plan?
Okay, so I figured we just drive out to the house and
Yeah.
keep watch for a little bit.
Yeah, let's check it out, see what we can see, and maybe
Or we go inside. We just go inside and see what's
that's
going on.
also very possible. We just go in.
Yeah, if no one's around,
I think we should probably stake it out first and then see what we see before we decide to just walk on up.
Yeah.
Also, if you walk on up, is this the kind of place that has like a homeowners association?
probably, yeah.
Imagine if it's just like a medieval times and he was like scared of medieval times. Like, wouldn't that be wild?
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah. So we could get a drink. Be great.
Analia, that's a good point, though. Maybe we need to requisition a little bit nicer car today so we don't draw undue attention.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that they might like notice that we don't fit in there. We don't know if it's a Fae run neighborhood or not, or
Good point. I think we can be very inconspicuous when we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Does our car be inconspicuous though?
Yeah, we should get something nice and anonymous and not cheap looking.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dame Helen Mirren has something.
Yeah. She's got like a Bentley or something that we can borrow.
I was thinking of just a nice dark sedan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not as expensive as a Bentley though. We can't go that far.
I mean,
That'll be noticeable.
All right. And everyone can relax. You guys can nap on the way out there. I got a lot of sleep.
Nope.
I can drive us out there.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Passes Benton keys.
Yep.
I have been practicing with Forza Horizon on the PS4.
Do you even play with the steering wheel?
Yeah, I use the steering wheel.
Remember, the steering wheel is the round one, not the one that you hold in your hands like this.
Yeah, no, it's for the PlayStation. Yep.
Benton, you're driving.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's
so
go.
I've got a looks like a silver Camry, or I've got the green Hyundai.
No, neither
that's
of
all
those.
that we've. Well, that's all I've got here. The Camry sedan is very nice.
No, call Dame Mirren, please.
she's on set. I'm not supposed to bug her.
Barry, be a dear. Call Dame Helen Mirren for us, please.
Well, all right. Hold on, and he gets on the phone.
Zoe, we have to talk.
What's up?
Do you know you're doing that? Is that on purpose?
Doing what?
Okay.
People are nice to me.
Well, okay. So
Just because they're not nice to you doesn't mean you need to be jealous.
No, that's not. You just need to know you're part Fae. You know that.
I'm all Fae,
Okay,
baby.
great. That often has effect on humans, and that I turn it off. It's good. Like otherwise, people are just gonna fall over themselves and not. It can lead to very confusing relationships.
Okay. I'm not seeing a downside here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel so good when people do nice things for me too.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
I feel like just like stronger and better and happier.
It's probably an almost addictive feeling.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, huh?
Yeah. You really have to be careful about exercising that ability.
Did you know that my roommate made me eggs Benny this morning? Oh my god, she's so nice.
Has she ever done that before?
She does it like every other day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, she did not want to talk to me. Guys, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. This is all I've got.
Terry, what do you drive?
What? You want to take my car?
What is it?
I drive a Kia.
That's worse.
That's not going to do.
Yep.
But it's nothing wrong. It's a good, reliable,
No.
economical car.
You're absolutely right, but we're going somewhere where a Kia would stick out and we need to blend in. So...
We're going to have to go with the Camry?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was going to say steal a car.
Oh no. David's dad is super rich. So he has like a Beamer. That would work, right? Like
That
if
would
I could
work.
Get
Yes.
that.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call David. See if we can borrow his
So I
dad's
call
car.
David. Yes, I'll call David. See if we can use the Beamer. I'm sure it'll be fine. You guys just have to act cool though. Don't like make it weird.
When am I not cool?
We're really cool.
We're fine every time.
Yeah. We're like the coolest.
Yeah.
As I'm pouring my flask into the tea that Analia made, like, when am I not cool?
Analia's drinking the hottest cup of coffee ever. It's like at 190.
Jesus Christ.
She was sad when McDonald's had to change it.
David.
Sup, babe?
Yeah. Listen, could you like just do me one tiny little favor?
Oh, you know, babe.
Could you call your dad and have him bring the Beamer by my office? We want to drive it to a creepy house.
Well, I'm driving the Beamer and I'm headed to lacrosse practice.
You know what? If you could swing by, we'll drop you off and then we'll take the car and we'll bring it back. Be great.
Oh, we were talking about going and hanging out afterwards. It's kind of a...
You can't hitch a ride.
Are you cheating on me?
What? No, of course not. You know you're
Hang
the only
out?
one for me.
Hang out at...
With the guys after the game.
You expect me to believe you're going to hang out with a bunch of lacrosse players.
Then you
All
don't
right.
need your car.
Yeah, you don't need your car. Just get a ride with one of them. I'll bring the car back tonight. It'll be in one piece. I love you so much. And I'm sorry I said those mean things to you. I just want to borrow the car.
All right. Okay. I'll be there in 20.
Cool. I got
Great.
a car.
Perfect.
Well done.
And I think this is up to you, but do you hang up as he's saying, love you, babe?
Yes.
Love you, click.
Yeah.
All right. So 25 minutes later, David shows up in a silver Beamer that's only a couple years old.
He looks
I
like
don't know if their models are.
he looks like the villain in a John Hughes movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Okay.
So he pulls up and honks the horn.
David, hi. Thank you so much. We'll we just have to
anything for you, you know it.
we just have to drop him off at practice.
My
Yeah,
heart.
you drive over to practice, and we'll take the car from there.
Yeah.
We'll return it later.
Cool. You guys headed out for a social or party or what's going on?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go like investigate a cult or something. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Is that like a new club?
Wait, are we all out there?
Oh, well, I
You wanna
imagine,
be?
right? Wouldn't we go
Yeah.
out and walk down to the sidewalk and?
Yeah.
Yeah, has
Yeah.
he seen half demons and fawns before?
Well, you guys all have your badges, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, are we about to spook him?
Cool. So,
No,
cult is
that's
that a new club? I mean,
Oh yeah, it's like
sounds great.
it's like a band. I got like a special invite, and I'm taking my coworkers with me because that's what you do when you have a new job.
I just realized that sitting in the car, I assume Zoe's going to sit up front with David, which means the three of us have to squeeze in the back, and
That's
that
right, we
means
do.
the littlest is in the middle.
That's right.
And I'm just like, knees up. Oh, actually, those digitigrade legs fold up pretty well. So, yeah, I get in there and just fold up, and I've got like a leafing through my notebook, just squeezed between Benton and Analia.
And Analia is like trying to fold herself up to fit in the back seat.
Is Analia broad as well, or just lanky?
She's lanky, so
Okay.
she's very tall and very lanky.
Yeah, okay. But Benton is, like, thick, right?
Yeah, well, he's gaunt. Actually, he's not.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah, he's tall, but sort of.
Oh, I had this, like, Frankenstein picture in my
Yeah,
head
no.
of, like...
I was going with Idris Elba, but he's fairly sort of dead.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So like
Yeah.
a wrung out Idris Elba.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All the juice out of him.
How I felt when I saw him in Cats.
Yeah. All the juice was wrung out of you.
Any time that an actor can exit a scene by going meow is fine by me.
I actually thought I hated that movie, but I thought that his design was great, and I'd love to see him show up in that costuming for something else.
Yes.
So our characters are having this conversation.
Exactly.
Talking about Cats in the car, like,
Yep.
did anybody see that? Like, did you go see Cats? Did we see this together?
And David is just
Yeah.
David is just like going off on how he thought that Idris Elba's design was cool in the movie.
Most of us are like, Faye definitely made that. I'm like, this is the Analia kind of looks at Silas and is just like, all right, I will give you that. Faye made that for sure.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
a hypnotism spell.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Look, I know it's weird, but I've been thinking about getting into the cinema program at the college, so I'm just trying to keep an eye out for that sort of stuff.
I believe in your artistic abilities, babe.
Ah, thanks. I knew you would. All right, here's practice. We should be wrapped up by 4.
Okay.
Are you come by and pick me up?
Yeah, text me where you end up and I'll come by and pick you up.
Cool.
Oh.
And he
Wait, on the drive over there, can I like reverse a little bit?
yeah.
I wanted to do detect arcane on the back of David's head. I guess I just want to cast the spell and then take a look at him to see how much he's been affected by
roll
Fey
me
magic.
some dice.
Yeah.
Give me a spellcasting check.
No,
One.
Oh, that 8 explodes. 8 plus 6 is a 14. Right? Yes.
Yeah. David is pretty deeply in Zoe's thrall.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like there is not he doesn't seem to like that field kind of interacts differently for different people. So obviously for your roommate, it's like this weird kind of devotion. David isn't like hanging off of your every word, but it's clear to Silas that he would literally do anything that she asked.
My thought on David is like he's the kind of guy who would not normally be this devoted to a girlfriend. You know, like
100%.
he's like, yeah.
So on my, the notebook that I have out that I was working on stuff, I gesture to Analia and Benton next to me and write, David is under her thrall.
Cool.
and I just sort of hold that up. And
Analia kind of writes back like, should we be worried?
Shrug emoji.
Yeah, I'm already at shrug emoji. I'm all right, cool, whatever. Is he gonna die?
Yeah, like, do we know what the negative effect of this is on humans?
Potential. Well, I write out, potential mindlessness.
Oh, wait. I thought he was there already.
Wow.
I didn't know him before he knew Zoe, but he's...
So I think that all takes place during the conversation of the design of cats.
Yeah. Going back and forth, having 2 layers of conversations.
Yep.
Writing back and forth.
David is just really talking about the design in cats, and I'm like, yep. Oh, that's really interesting.
Analia writes back, it's like, with his cat's opinions, he might already be on his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So he hands the keys over to Zoe and goes, "Cool, I'll let you know, and I love you."
Yeah, you're great.
I assume one of you two is going to want the front seat.
Well, Benton's driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm driving now. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
just
would-
going to stay right here. I'm just
You're
gonna write her
staying
shut
in the back.
Well, no, I knew I wasn't even going to get in the front seat, Benton. Calm
I
down.
just would like to be very clear about this, since there seems to have been confusion earlier. So
Analia's like, I'm going to take the front. Zoe, you probably need to have a conversation with Silas about some stuff.
Oh. Why?
Also, I'm really tall and would like the front.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's probably
Fine.
more comfortable for the 2 of them to be in the front.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Thank
forget,
you.
how big did you say Zoe is?
So he's like 5'10".
Oh, okay.
She's taller, but not like super tall.
I am the littlest.
You're our little friend.
Yeah.
you are a little funny friend.
I forget what
One
I
time
said.
when Analia
Fine.
was drunk, she definitely did the armrest thing.
Yeah, like 5'6", 5'8", something like that. I forget what I said exactly, but it's in there somewhere.
Cool. So you can drive to where you think the address is.
Yep.
It takes a little while to get out there, but when you do, you can kind of tell why the numbering is so weird. It takes a couple of tries, but you realize that the house that you're looking for is up on it's up on top of a hill, but the driveway is all the way down at the bottom of the hill,
Mm.
and it's right next to some other residential homes. So there's regular 1-story residential Burbank, Los Angeles type home on either side, but then this driveway kind of goes back and up this hill, and it has a couple of switchbacks, and then up at the very top is probably the house.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're in it. We're in it to win it. So, should we?
Did you guys want to park and do a sort of a surveillance for a while, or were you gonna head right in, or how do you want to do this?
Do we want to drive up there? What do you guys? What's the feeling? What's the group feeling here?
So there is a gate across the driveway, and the entire side of the hillside where there is fenced off.
Could we just do a pass by with looking into the arcane and see from there?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm always team just drive right up there, but if you guys want to do that, cool.
All right. So the street that it's on kind of goes straight for a while, and then it curves around, and then kind of comes back to another street that you had passed on the way through.
Mm-hmm.
But as you drive by and you're taking a look with your detect magic on.
Now I've cast 2 spells. Yep. Okay.
Do you want to roll for that and see how good you applied your eyeshadow?
Yeah.
How well you applied your eyeshadow? Grammar's important, kids.
I rolled that wrong earlier. It's not a D8, it's a D10.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay, so that's a success and a raise. You can tell that there's some sort of
Wait, quick question. With a raise on this spell, I think one of the options is to allow someone else to see as well.
I don't recall that.
Hold on.
Is that an option that you can do?
I think so. Hold on. Detect. Maybe I just made that up. One of them I definitely can do that, and this might be it.
So detect,
additional
conceal,
recipients. No, that's not. Yeah. Additional recipients.
So that's it's not on a raise. It's just an extra PowerPoint.
Oh, so I could just do that whenever and pay an extra PowerPoint for it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So as I'm putting this together, because Zoe and I are sitting in the back seat, okay, Zoe, I want to, if you're interested, I'd like to show you how to look in, past the veil and see, a lot of kind of where our people come from. This is a useful thing to be able to do. If you'd like, I can help you just take a peek.
Cool, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So take a pinch of this and spread it over the top of your eyelid.
Okay.
And it should turn into perfect eyeliner.
Oh my god.
Boom. Okay, yes. Now, let's see what we got.
This is going to make my YouTube presence so much more impressive.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Hey, that thing you were telling me about where people will want to do anything I say. Can you imagine if I went on YouTube looking this good, how much people would want to do everything I say?
Look at Benton in the rearview mirror.
Analia's
You'll have to get me some more of this stuff because I think I could.
It looks like I'm out.
You've got a real limited supply of that stuff, right?
Yeah, it's
right,
hard
Silas?
to harvest fairy dust.
Yeah. So it can't be a regular thing for you.
Yeah, most of them don't like being dusted.
Zoe.
You guys are pulling my leg here, I think.
Why would we know?
Well,
no.
I'll just, give my dad, Daddy-O,
okay,
a call.
Tell me what you see, Zoe. And Nick, tell us what we see.
First of all, everyone go ahead and reward yourself with a Benny.
Oh, okay.
Because that whole interaction was delightful.
Right.
So, Silas, you can tell that there was some kind of concealment glamour that was placed over the area in order to make it less noticeable via the arcane.
Right.
Zoe, you can see, and also Silas, you can see. So it's a little bit hazy, like your vision is kind of focusing, but you're able to see through the concealment with the rays, and you can tell that there are a couple of kind of green glows that you see like slowly moving around the hillside area, and then
like floating around, like a low cloud or something.
Like you can't tell what's causing it because there's actual mundane things in the way. There's a bunch of shrubbery and grass and trees and stuff like that. But you can tell that there's something that is giving off an arcane glow. That's definitely in the green spectrum, and is kind of slowly moving about the hillside and the grounds. You can't quite tell whether just on a drive-through you can't quite tell how fast or how many, but you do see two.
Okay. So clearly there was something was concealed, or they're trying to conceal something, not well enough to hide it from us. But what does that look like to you, Zoe?
Swamp gas? Like, swamp gas?
Could be will-o'-the-wisp. It could
ghosts? Oh, no, it could be like, oh my god, it's like Tinkerbell. You know? Tinkerbell in the movies.
I don't know what you mean.
Have you ever seen that movie?
She's Peter Pan's friend. They live in Never Neverland. She's little and green, and she flies out and she goes boop, and then stuff happens.
Benton, you're coming up on the turnaround.
Doesn't sound familiar.
I'm just gonna pull over for a second, make it sort of look like we're looking for like slow down, looking for sort of an address. Maybe we're a little lost.
Okay, so it's like a residential neighborhood. These are all like single family dwellings.
Yeah,
just single story like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull into anyone's driveway. I'm just going to sort of like slow down and drive sort of leisurely, driving casually.
Yep.
Okay.
As we come around to go back towards the gate.
Okay, fantastic. I just wanted to set the scene while you guys continue to talk.
Analia kind of does one of those, like, she makes it look like she's pulling up something on her phone, like, are we sure we're at the right one? And kind of does like one of those. So there's one.
So swamp gas, Tinkerbell.
Leprechauns.
Leprechauns? No, that's nothing.
I'm really trying. I promise.
No, that's good. So, but the fact that there was a concealment here. Oh, now, Nick, were you saying there was a concealment that has since gone away, or there is a concealment that we saw through?
There is a concealment that you were piercing. You were piercing the veil.
Okay. And so does the house does it look different past that concealment, or was it trying to, like, what was the purpose of the concealment? To make it look like something else, or make people ignore it, or?
The house and the grounds, other than the green glows, doesn't look any different under the magical sight. So there's probably nothing specifically magic about the house or anything that you can see from the angle that you're at.
Okay. All right. So, there's definitely some sort of concealment. Zoe's right. There's a couple of glowing light sources there. We can't really see it very well from here, but that's a good eye that you saw that on your first try. This is... there's a lot of magic at work here, and I think we should be very careful. Good news, there's no dragon. There's no invisible dragon behind the gate. That's...
There are leprechauns.
Well, I've never met one.
I have also never met a leprechaun, but I'm sure they exist.
Hmm.
I'm also pretty sure Tinkerbell exists. Like, I think that movie is based on a real story.
Yeah, it's based on a true story. It's a documentary.
Well, it's more of like a biopic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A biopic of Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Out of character pause. Thank you so much for saying biopic. I have a friend who insists that it's biopic.
I literally was just going to be like have Zoe say, my boyfriend David, he's into cinema studies and he says it's pronounced biopic.
That is not right. No.
How
Biographical picture.
Yes.
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau.
Biopic.
It's like people who abbreviate y'all with the apostrophe after the A. I will forever be angry.
Don't understand.
Yeah, that's not where it goes.
No. So magic people here, can we get in?
Said the talking corpse.
Yeah.
Exactly. The talking corpse would like to know, can we get through said gate without damage?
Yeah,
I might be able to
go ahead.
break into, like, if depending on what the gate is, I might be able to, like, hack and get it to open.
On the quick drive-through, you saw that it looked like, electronic gate with a keypad by the front of it.
So I could probably use my electronic skill to figure out how to get in.
All right. I mean, if we were to try that, is there going to be?
Yeah. So Nick, from my point of view, is there like a ward or something that we're going to cross that's going to set off or anything like that?
Nothing you saw that looks like that.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like a relatively passive, it may be sort of like our, ignore field that we use. It may have been maybe a spell sort of like that. It's a little hard to analyze on a quick drive-by, but it doesn't look like there are triggers or traps or anything like that.
Okay, let's try to get through there, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so you're just pulling up to the front gate?
Yep, pull up to the front gate. Do we see any cameras or anything like that? Anything that we need to sort of obscure ourselves from?
There's a camera at the keypad.
What does your hacking look like, Analia? Could it look just like someone entering a code?
Yeah, I mean, in this case, I'd imagine it would be like, I'm going to use the terrible movie Hackers. This is one of those probably just like thinking of the most common codes and entering them in and kind of just playing around with it.
All right.
I also have electronics, so I might just be able to like rewire it to open and possibly make the camera not work.
That would be awesome.
I always have tools in my backpack. Like, I'm that girl who's just like, I like to tinker with random stuff. So I always have like little tools on me.
So describe this for me. You slowed down, you cruised the neighborhood like you were looking for an address.
Mm-hmm.
You circled back around to the gate and you pulled up to it.
Yeah.
And then what?
And now we're sitting there, and Analia's hanging out the passenger door.
So
working the keypad.
You pull up and Analia immediately goes to work on it, or what?
I mean, if that's what we're doing, then yes.
Yeah.
Starting with making sure the camera doesn't work.
Okay. Make an electronics roll for me.
Okay. Benny. Also, I rolled those 2 d6s, and they one landed on top, bounced up and landed on top of the other, perfectly stacked.
Like the coin in the Twilight Zone episode that's perfectly on edge.
One more Benny. We're gonna try one more time. All right, that's a 4. That's where we're at.
All right. So as you hear you lean in and you kind of undo one part of the assembly, and just as you pull a wire free, disabling the camera, you hear the speaker come on and say, "Yeah, who is it? Is there?
This.
Hey, are you covering the camera? You need to take your hand off the camera."
I got this.
Okay.
Hey, it's me, Zoe. I left my coat there the other night, and it has my engagement ring in the pocket. I took it off while I was there because we all know that you take your engagement ring off when you're there. So it's in my coat, it's in my pocket. My fiance is starting to get pretty upset. Let me tell you, it was his grandmother's. Let me
Yeah,
tell
I'm gonna cut you off here. You've got the wrong house. Have a nice day.
no, just let me in. I just want to look around a little bit. I promise we'll be in and out 5 seconds.
Lady, this is private property. Please leave, or we'll call the police.
She's engaged to Billy Three Toes?
Yeah,
And he said that it was left here?
yeah.
Look, I don't know what party you have going on in that car down there, but I don't know Billy Three Toes. I don't know any engagement. We haven't had a party.
That's Analia. She's my best friend and maid of honor. Billy Three Toes.
Had a picture of this house on his phone and told us to come here.
Yeah.
Do you see the sign that says private security? I'm dialing that number right now. Please leave.
Oh, you know what? That'd be great. We'd love to talk to them because we just need to get in and get the ring because Billy is really mad about it.
You hear click off.
So that could have gone better, but
Definitely could have gone better.
Do we want to talk to the security or should we go?
We should probably
Also,
go.
during that entire conversation, Analia kept move your hand, and she just kept being like, oh, what? No, it's hand is still in the way.
That was good. So they didn't get a look at us.
You are sure that you got the camera disabled.
Okay.
I'll just tell you that's the person trying to figure out why the camera wasn't working.
Okay.
They thought you had your hand in front of it or something.
Got it.
So the camera doesn't work, so they didn't see us.
Right. So,
right.
Yes, I start pulling away casually again, we're not peeling out. We're just going to drive.
So maybe we should come back tonight after dark. We know that something shady is going on here.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm frankly concerned about Willem. I don't know what they would be doing with him here, but there are a number of rituals that require shifter blood. So
I don't think he's a shifter, though.
we should have said Willem
he's a
was my fiance.
wolver. And I'm sorry, what'd you say, Zoe?
We should have said Willem was my fiance. That would have gotten their attention.
I don't know if that would be the right kind of attention.
Yeah.
Willem's also, I'm pretty sure people are aware that he's very married.
Oh, yeah, but she did it. So, they must know that, too. If my wife murdered me, I would definitely marry somebody else. I mean, if I didn't die.
Right.
Do you know what murder means?
Yes. I know what murder means.
Yeah, but, it doesn't always stick, does it, Benton?
No, it does not. Sometimes you find yourself right back where you started.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, let's. Yeah, I think Silas has the right of it. Let's come back later under cover of darkness, and we will figure it out.
So, Nick, I wanted to do my best while they were having that conversation. I wanted to try and sketch as much as we can see of the estate to try and get an idea of how far to the house from the gate, and just trying to sketch out a little bit of a floor plan. I don't know what the word is.
I understand what you I understand what you want. You can't tell what it looks like sort of on the top of the hill. The hill's flat, and it would be more like if it weren't so gentle, the word cliff would be appropriate, but it's not like sheer. It's just like a very steep grade that goes up. And then cutting through from the gate, it goes in a little bit, and then it turns left, and then it goes up, and there's a switchback, and there's another switchback, and then what you can see at what is the top of the hill is you can see the second and third story of the house poking up, and then you can see that there are a bunch of trees, like the tall, thin green trees that look like overgrown bushes. They're just sort of like spears that go up, sort of forming a wall around the side. And then on the side, closer to the driveway, there's like a big hedge that comes up and around, and that's really all you can see.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just putting that together in my, flip book, trying to lay that out to the best of my ability.
Yeah. There are also you can just kind of make out near the top, but not quite at the top. There's about half a dozen cars that are parked as well.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you need, Silas?
Probably lunch.
Yeah, let's go get some lunch and wait till it gets dark.
I'm just feeling tacos.
Ah, taco sounds good.
Okay, I could do tacos.
I saw Taco Bell on the way in.
That's not
All right.
That's not tacos.
Yeah, I think we can do better.
There are better taco places, though.
Oh,
Taco Bell
I grew up in the
is-
suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs. You're not going to do much better than that in the suburbs. Are we out in the suburbs?
We are,
Yeah, you guys-
but
Yeah, in a
are-
very
we could
fancy
also-
neighborhood.
we could also drive back into the city.
Yeah, we can go back into the city until nighttime. We have some time to kill, so
Yeah.
We have my boyfriend's car. Like, oh, but
Yeah.
you know what? He'll probably be okay with it because I can like do anything I want. Is that right? Is that how that goes, Silas?
If you keep doing this, you could melt his brain.
That wouldn't be good, I guess. But
No, it's not.
when I was a kid, I told my mom I wish she'd like spend more time with me, and she quit her job.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a thing that you need to be able to turn off and on when you need it and not just all the time.
I really like my mom, though. She's really nice.
I know, and I'm sure she genuinely cares about you and wanted to spend more time with you, but you're shutting off people's inhibitions. Like the normal
Cool.
filter that people operate under.
Do you want to see if I can get us tacos for free?
No, I don't. I want to pay for them. I like humans.
Your loss. I do too.
how does it melt the brain?
They just don't know what they want anymore. Not like literal goo, but they'll just become a sort of husk of themselves.
Can I like, I can like microdose, right? Like not take too much, but just a little bit.
If you can learn how to turn it off and on, that's ideal. Yes.
I don't think I've melted anybody's brains yet,
Okay.
except maybe my grandpa, but I think that was natural causes.
You think?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Now I'm questioning everything.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, that's
Benton, you're driving past what looks to be a pretty decent, a nice looking Mexican restaurant
like a
called,
fancy one.
called Tres Hermanos.
Ooh. Hey, Analia, Google Trace Hermanos and Yelp it or whatever. What are the reviews?
Oh, don't
Check
tell them
the
where we
reviews.
are.
What are the reviews like on Tres Hermanos?
Tres Hermanos has actually a really good Yelp rating. It's like 4.2. There's a couple of the kind of garbage reviews. They're like,
Yeah, like
I didn't like the service. or
Karen
my
one star.
margarita. Yeah,
Exactly. She didn't
No,
like
she-
her burger that she got at a taco place.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Stuff like that. But there's a ton of people who look to be locals who are saying, "Oh, I love this place. Their margaritas are so strong. Their food is so good."
Burritos.
Try the bean dip.
All right.
Like appears on like 4 or 5 different reviews.
Do they have a? Do they have a? Go ahead, Blythe.
Oh, she just goes, it looks like we got to get the bean dip.
All right.
Oh, look, they have a people like us on Yelp sticker in the window. So that's a good sign.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. I should add, I recently discovered tequila is acceptable on that list as well. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah, we should go easy because we are still technically on the clock.
It's fine. It goes right through.
Have you ever tried a margarita? I'm going to try a margarita.
They're good.
Cool. So we're all going to get margaritas?
I probably will skip it, but okay. But let's go and get some food.
The parking lot is cramped, so even in the middle of the day, there's a lot of people, but you're able to find a spot that's not too far from the door. It's around the parking lot's around back, and then you see people walking in towards these big wooden double doors, big metal handles on them, panels on it, and then there's like some tile murals along either side.
All right.
And,
Okay, I have a weird question.
Sure.
So there is actually, like, I'm just picturing, there's a very nice Mexican restaurant near my house in real life. And it's like a genuinely nice place, but the bar has like, so there's the restaurant and then there's the bar, and they have like a cheap karaoke set that they do on Wednesday nights or whatever. Well, it used to, but in the before times. So my question is, do they have karaoke in the bar at this fancy restaurant?
Oh God.
Do you want there to be karaoke in the bar? 'Cause I'm all for that idea.
Desperately.
So yes, they do.
Okay.
As you come in, you can tell actually that the architecture is kind of interesting in that even though it's inside, the area that you are shown into is like a patio, and you can tell that like this might have been an outside section in between 2 buildings that has now been converted into an inside section with some walls and a roof on there.
Have you been to the restaurant by my house?
No, I'm describing a restaurant by my house.
Oh, okay.
But yes, apparently it's the same place. Like that. So there's like a little fountain over off to one side, and then is over to the left side. There's a bar, and it kind of goes into a darker area, and it almost looks like this place expanded out from one building to another building to a space in between some buildings, and kind of built itself into this fairly big restaurant.
Okay.
The restaurant is not called Tres Hermanos by my house, but.
All right.
Yeah, let's go on in and order some foods.
Yeah.
Great. You sit down and you're able to order anything that you want. And the server, I assume you're going to get the bean dip. The server brings a big tub of bean dip. It is, it's really good. I mean, I can't speak for the taste of all of your characters, but it is objectively good. So
Nice.
if your characters don't like it, they're wrong.
Was it made with love?
100% it was made with love.
Okay, that's the part
So,
I could taste the emotion that went into it.
You can really taste the emotion
Yeah.
on there.
And Analia orders like chile rellenos and like a cheese enchilada. And she's like, please make it extra hot. And I mean also extra spicy.
So you said I can order anything I want.
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Could I get
CC, whatever you want.
could I get like lobster tail?
On the menu.
What's on the menu? Let's focus.
And I
focus.
just kind of look at the waiter and I'm like,
No.
I could have lobster tail, right?
We don't serve lobster. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
You don't have to
but
apologize for that.
our camarones are very good, and I do recommend the shrimp. I think you'll be very happy with that.
Fine, I'll have the shrimp. Thank you. I'll have the shrimp fajitas.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course, of course.
Yes.
Silas, I don't think this thing you told me is true.
No, it is.
Like, that guy wouldn't give me lobster.
I know, but
it's just like a test.
There were a lot of competing influences in this circumstance.
There was a lot of us saying no.
Okay.
At one point, I think Analia just like tossed a napkin in your face. Like, no.
Yeah, we were all working really hard against you on that one. So,
Okay.
yeah, maybe we'll find another good place for you to experiment, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. I just want to see, what it's like, what I can do, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we want you to.
Thank you. I'm so glad that Benton supports me. Unlike you, Silas.
How am I unsupportive?
You don't want me melting people's brains.
That
And
is
I don't
correct.
want to do that either. But how am I going to learn what it takes? Listen, you've heard it said, you have to break an omelet. I mean,
Nope, that's
You
not
have
how
to-
it goes.
you have to make an omelet to break some eggs.
I think you have broken enough eggs to make an omelet already.
Okay. All right.
So you have it down, the part where you can make people do what you want. The idea is to be able to turn it off so that people can sort of make their own decisions while they're in your orbit.
And to be clear, I support Silas in achieving that goal.
Right.
Thank you.
But you
Benton.
support me in my desire to further experiment with what I
Well,
can
that's the
do
only
with
way you're
this.
going to figure
I
it out.
want you to have control over the ability. I'm not saying
listen.
never use it.
What we'll do is we'll go to a place where it'll be really hard. I know we'll go to a preschool because it'll be really
Nope.
hard
No, this
to
is a bad
screw up some
idea.
kids. They have the brains that are plastic.
No,
Is that
that's-
what
No.
That's
they have
not
plastic
really.
brains?
They do not
So-
have plastic. No.
We do not want to ever draw the attention of the Fae to the presence of human children. That is.
Then they just but if it didn't work, they just follow me around. That'd be really adorable.
No, that's no.
No.
We'll
That's-
try it. We'll
that's-
go to the DMV.
Different plan.
Well-
The DMV, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Sure. People of the DMV need distraction.
Yeah, I have a plan. I think I can help you with this. I also, out of character, I think it's notable that Silas didn't order food, is just like beer and tequila shots. is
Yep.
his prep, and then once everyone's food comes, he says, "Okay, so I'm gonna go see what they have on their karaoke machine." Oh, Nick didn't hear that.
I did not.
So Silas didn't order food. He just has beer and tequila shots. And rather than food, I'm going to go see what they have on the karaoke machine. Are there enough people in the restaurant that I might be able to elicit an emotional response?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like I said, the even though it is, what day did we say? This is Saturday, so the parking lot is packed. This obviously there's a kind of a brunch, early lunch vibe going on here.
Sure.
And it's very popular. It's loud enough that you guys have been able to talk without being able to be overheard by anybody. And there is, the karaoke machine is off over by the bar. And there's a lot of people here, so you could certainly get an emotional response.
Okay. So I'm going to look through for famous, halfling member of the Fae, David Bowie, and try to find some of his material in there.
Of course, there's 4 or 5 songs by the Thin White Duke. What do you want?
Well, let's just start with Major Tom. That's always a crowd favorite. But I want to sit there and sing it. I'll do it. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it a cappella and like turn the music part down and just
My restaurant debacle.
yes. No.
Benton in the bottom here. Why are you like this?
Why are you like this? That's right. Why are you like this?
That's good.
Oh boy.
All right, so you start out.
I'll sing for my supper.
You start out getting Major Tom going, and then as you get into the first couple of verses, you turn down the music, but you continue to belt out Major Tom. Why don't you give me that performance check?
Okay.
Let's see how you're doing.
I need to up my performance as a D4. I get to re-roll it, but oh, well, that's a 4 and a 6 on my D6. So do I re-roll both of them?
Yes, you do.
Oh, Lord. I'll take the 11, Alex.
Okay. So that's a success and a raise. So everyone gets sort of like a puzzled look as the music goes down, but you continue singing for a moment. But you pull everyone into it.
Okay, cool.
There's a table of looks like a bunch of college kids who are singing along, and everyone seems to be very appreciative, and it looks like you're doing great. People are clapping and getting really into it, and you can feel that sort of elation that people provide.
The vibe. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
And for listeners who maybe didn't catch the first episode, Silas feeds on / is addicted to human emotions, that he has to not be he has to be around that to be himself. So
You hypocrite. You absolute hypocrite. Oh my God.
Oh.
It's not melting their brains.
Yeah, exactly. It's more passive than that.
It's feeding off of energy, but it's not like hurting anybody around you.
I don't hurt anybody around me.
Eventually you will.
Okay. If you say so.
Ah.
You finish Major Tom, and there's a lot of clapping and cheering, and people are asking, hey, do another one.
well, I imagine they're still eating. It was only one song. I don't want to let the people down.
Woo! The table, the college kids over at the table are getting increasingly drunk and cheering. So
Yeah. So,
one of those jerks is yelling "Freebird" because there's always one.
Yep.
oh, he probably doesn't even know the song.
All right, 100% does not know the song. He just knows that that's the thing that you shout.
I'll sing the actual song that I can't believe that just went out of my head. The band that does Freebird, Lynyrd Skynyrd. They made a pact with the Fae to get an infinitely successful song. And so it was originally a Fae song. And so I'm going to sing the Gaelic words of this original song that the Fae gave to Lynyrd Skynyrd. But
I know this one deep in my blood.
Sweet Home Tirnanog.
yes.
Yep.
And the Fae version is only like 5.5 minutes. It's like,
Oh my God.
it's reasonable. Freebird is like just human excess.
Well, yeah, you gotta noodle and draw out your solo and do all the stuff.
Yep.
So everyone's a little bit confused, but you rolled well enough before that they're still like, okay, great, cool. People are, you could get the sense that people are still appreciating the music, but nobody knows what you're doing anymore.
Yeah, that's okay. They can
And
be
so
confused.
there aren't really cheers and people for you to continue to keep playing or keep singing.
I saw somebody do what's the Weird Al Yoda song, the original song?
Lola.
Yeah. So I saw somebody at a real life karaoke put on Lola and straight up sang all of the words to Yoda just from memory.
Nice.
It was so impressive. And there
I don't
were
know if
what?
do I know any song that well?
I don't.
The thing is, I know it nearly that well because of a misspent youth.
Oh. Yeah.
But
I mean,
if there was a mechanic for me to take bennies away from you, I would, because I'm going to be singing that now for the next 72 hours. In my head.
No.
I'll put one back. I'll pay a Benny for that.
No, it's okay. Keep it.
I was gonna say, I'll take it for my Smaug joke.
Yeah. I just want to say, in that real life situation, there was a pie chart of like people who were super into the fact that this was happening, and people who had no idea what was happening. It was all 1 or 0.
Nice.
They were very confused.
Yep.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to do at lunch at Tres Hermanos? Or you guys heading back to the office? Or do we just want to wipe to this evening? Do you guys want to take a moment to figure out what your plan is for tonight?
Oh, yeah.
What do we want to do? Let's like in the restaurant, we've taken one of those like placemats and turned it over, and Analia's got a pen out, and it's like, all right, what's the plan?
Yeah. Okay. So here's my sketch. I think we established last time I'm okay at drawing. I'm like the artsy detective. I don't know how to pick locks. I'm not like.
But you karaoke and
I can draw and sing and play most instruments. It's a hell of a detective. Okay, so if this is the front part, I couldn't see all the way up on top of the hill, but I imagine.
Did you draw where the swirlies are?
Well, they're kind of here and a little bit over here, but they were moving. They weren't attached to a location. They were sort of drifting, but this is where I saw them. There were trees here, and the gate goes around like this. And I don't know what the backside of the estate looks like, but maybe there's a better place to approach from there.
Like, do our badges work as disguises for something else? I mean, we saw the number of their security company that they call. Maybe we can try and look at who their security company is.
That's not a bad idea. But
that's a really good idea.
Their camera needs to be fixed.
Nick, out of character, do our badges work on supernaturals, or is it only humans?
No, it's a human thing.
Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So I think the security thing's a good idea, but if they have a wizard or something on staff, it's
Well, the wizard has the staff.
If he's any good, yeah.
Joke.
Oh, that was it. Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
I haven't got one yet, but I'm gonna work on it.
Yep. You definitely need a staff. So
yeah,
I guess the thing is this is reconnaissance. We should be prepared in case we see Willem to try to get him back, but mostly we're just trying to figure out what's going on up there, right?
Yeah.
So, Analia, are you saying like we go as an inspection team for the security system?
Well, yeah, their camera's broken, a la my doing.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Show up and are like, hey, we noticed your camera's offline. We've come to check out your security system and just make sure everything's okay. We saw the number of the security company. The company was all on the door, on the gate, so...
Okay.
They know my name is Analia.
Right. The logo for the security company is like a do you guys know what a mempo is?
What? No.
But I have access to the internet.
Okay. It's the mask, usually of like an oni that like a samurai would wear.
Oh, yes.
So the part that goes over the mouth and nose,
Yes.
and then the helmet. So it's a helmet with a mempo, with like an oni, a fanged oni, and the security is one Ronin.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna Google on my phone a little bit about this company.
Okay. One Ronin security company has been around for the last 20 years or so. They operate a full response security unit. Their fees are not listed on the website, so it's call for appointment and consultation.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Right.
Pretty much. And it's a lot of information about how they are an elite security force, and that they can offer 24-hour armed response if needed, among other services as well.
Do they have like a picture of what their employees look like or what they wear?
No, there's no picture of the uniform or badge or any identifying features.
Huh.
Wait, I've got a crazy idea. Why don't we go back and actually tamper with the box so that they call the security people, and then we knock them out and take their costumes?
I like that idea.
I don't think it's a costume when the actual person is wearing it.
Uniform, whatever the word is. You know what I mean.
Okay.
I think this is also very good for Zoe to help with.
Yeah, so, Zoe, this is a great example of a time when we want people to do what we want them to do, so we don't have to hurt them in the process.
You got it.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. All right, so let's
Nick,
try that.
how many other houses had one Ronin signs in by their fence?
You didn't notice any other in the neighborhood.
Okay, so none others that we noticed. That's strange. So normally a security company will canvass and get a whole neighborhood under their wing.
Yeah, but these guys are, fancy.
Sure, but every house on that block is fancy.
Maybe there's not. I mean, they might not just be advertising a sign, or they have or we just missed the little lawn thing.
That could be.
So to make sure we're on the same page, the houses in around the area are not like the one that's up on the top of this hill.
Okay.
The houses in the neighborhood look like post World War II neighborhoods built up in Los Angeles type. type. So single story, 2-car garage, small to medium sized yards. The yards are a little bit bigger than average because you're sort of trending into the foothills here, which tend to be bigger houses and things like that. But this place is clearly it is literally and figuratively above the rest of the neighborhood.
Got it.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
I retract this statement.
No worries. Just wanted to make sure we're have the same vision here.
Thank you.
Other option is to follow them in, but I like the idea of taking their uniforms so that we can pass as them.
Yeah, let's see if we can make that work.
Yeah, I think Benton and Zoe could probably pass as them.
Sure.
But we could also let you guys in, and you can do reconnaissance while we.
I'm just saying we should probably hide in the back or the trunk or something.
Yeah.
I'll be the one who tampers with the box, but you'll have to park the car a safe distance away.
Sounds smart to me.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to wrap up lunch and head over to tamper with the security box?
Yep, that's the plan. So yeah, we'll find a place to park the car that's sort of not too far away.
Foolproof plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Foolproof. This is going to be perfect.
All right, so you can park the car like half a block away, so it's out of any line of sight of the camera.
Yep.
And walk over to the box.
Or near the box.
Excuse me.
Analia, can you make with the malfunctiony?
So I'm going to be the one who goes up close, but everybody stays safe distance back.
Okay, you can approach from the dark side of the camera. Like, you don't have to walk into the camera range. You can come around the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. So what exactly are you trying to do?
Make it malfunction so that it warrants them needing to call someone to come check on it.
Okay, that sounds like electronics to me. And perhaps, you know what? It's going to be 2 rolls. I want electronics and also stealth.
Okay. So does that 2 separate dice?
Yep. Yeah, two separate rolls here.
Okay. Let me get another wild dice. And just another D6. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Electronics roll is meh. I got a 4, but hold on my stealth roll. Okay, I got a 10.
Okay. So what I wanted to see was
I rolled double 6s. That was great.
Oh, that's nice. Is how well you can do it without being seen by the camera, and also without leaving traces that someone has obviously gone out and futzed with everything.
Yeah.
So with the success on the electronics, you're able to get inside you're able to pop open the back of the machine and get everything offline.
Yep.
On there, and then you are clearly able to seal it up, including like there's like a little bit of security tape on part of it that is like, if this is torn, your warranty is invalidated type thing.
Yep.
But you're able to seal that back up, and it looks exactly like no one has been part of this at all. And you are pretty sure that the unit is not operational now. The keypad's not working, the camera's not working, and it's sealed back up.
I'm gonna go back to the team like, all right, pretty sure I did that. And also, I was pretty quiet. Like, I'm pretty proud of myself.
Nice. Well done.
So I don't think they'll be any the wiser that it was tampered with.
Cool. So, yeah, we're just going to post up and wait then.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are parked up the street.
I mean, the car's parked up the street.
How are you doing this?
I think we're sort of hiding nearby.
Yeah, we're like waiting because when the security people come, we want to jump them.
We want to pounce.
Okay. So next to the gate and the security gate. So if you're facing it, to the right there is a row of homes like I described on there. To the left, which is the property, there is a chain link fence that goes on until you get to like a brick wall, which goes to a couple of other buildings, which look like they might either be weird single family dwellings, or they might be like duplexes or something that are kind of bigger and off to the side. Across the street, you have just a row of like single family dwelling houses. There's some trees in the yard. There's some cars parked out there. There's some bushes. So I'm not sure exactly where you guys are going to be loitering or hiding for this part. So
I guess we should stay in the car then, but we'll have the car parked relatively close.
Nick, are any of the houses, are there any like for sale signs up?
Give me high or low.
High.
Yeah, one of the houses about 3 doors down has a for sale sign in the yard.
Okay. So why don't I go see if the house is empty? Because maybe we could wait in there.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll just go knock on the door and see
All
what
right.
happens. Okay.
Why is he gonna buy a house?
I'm out of the car.
That's like a lot.
He's not going to buy the house. We're going to hide in the house.
We're hiding in the car though.
But we're going to get out.
Closer.
The house is closer and will be a better place for us to hide.
Got it. I'm just ready to do my thing. Just let me know.
I know. We will unleash you shortly.
There's no answer at the door, Silas, and you do see a lockbox with keys,
Mm-hmm.
or well, presumably with keys, a lockbox on the hanging off the handle.
Any chance they forgot to lock it all the way when they left? Sort of jiggle it a little bit.
Seems pretty locked.
Oh, darn it. Sometimes I'm lucky. Thievery is or whatever it's called is one of the skills that I ditched when we were shuffling things around. So
Okay.
that's all right. That's not my thing. I don't think any of my spells open locks yet, unless stun with
Can you stun a lock?
I stun the lock.
confusion. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna, try the door handle briefly, jiggle the lock, and then, if none of that works, I'll, walk back to the car.
There you are. You're at the car.
Okay. So the house is empty. There's a lockbox out front, which probably has the keys inside, which means we don't really have to break into the house if we break into the lockbox. I don't think it counts if you break into the lockbox. So.
It's definitely less noticeable.
Right. And we're sort of after hour. I don't think they're going to bringing many people by to see the house at this time. So that's usually like a weekend thing.
Well, it's Saturday, isn't it?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead with Silas not knowing what day it is.
Okay.
I didn't do that on purpose, but I'm going to stand by it.
I think it's Saturday.
Well, are you sure?
Yesterday was Friday, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense. I bow to your superior argument.
I don't have I'm good with electronics, so unless it's an electronic lockbox, this isn't
was
really
it, Nick?
my area.
No, it was manual. It's like the one that's got like the
push
1,
button.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Does anybody else have good lock picking skills?
Nope.
I do not believe
maybe-
I grabbed any of that.
Maybe there's an entrance in the backyard. Could try that.
Other option is to break the lockbox
Yes.
and then just use the keys to get inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoe, couldn't you just
It's not breaking the house.
just like squeeze it?
Yeah, Zoe.
I kind of need to top off is the thing.
I don't understand what that means.
I'm stronger when I've had a charming conversation with someone. Running a little weak from the
Oh.
waiter.
Oh.
Interesting.
I mean, I could try. I have that face strength going, but I can't guarantee it'll work.
Well, try it because there's no one around here for
Okay.
you to top off on.
Other option is we just trick one of the other people into letting us in.
There's an entire neighborhood here, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but there are certainly people, if Zoe wants to try and have a charming conversation with somebody in the neighborhood.
I'm just gonna see. I'm just seeing if I can break it. I just don't feel like, these people seem so nice. I don't feel like turning them into my mindless love slaves.
Out of character, Jay, is Benton real strong too? I forget what we established there.
I'm pretty strong, but I've got a 6 in the strength area.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's what I have as well, but it can be. Oh yeah, I have a D6 in strength, but it can be boosted when I suck energy from someone.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, can you take energy from anyone?
I think they have to be human. Some of you are, well, I don't think I can do it from Benton, but like you and Analia are like both like kind of human, right? Like
No,
human-ish.
I'm not human at all.
Human in the human neighborhood.
Analia, are you?
Not human, but I don't think it really counts. Like, I've
You wanna-
definitely never felt compelled to do anything for you.
I mean, I haven't really turned the charm on. Do you want to try?
I don't really want my brain melted.
It won't melt your brain. Besides, can't you like withstand high heat?
She kind of looks at Silas.
It's unlikely you would be injured on the first try.
Yeah, but like once I'm susceptible, am I like always susceptible?
I don't know the answer to that.
You want to find out?
Analia's like, I don't. My brain is my only thing I have going for me.
I mean, but
Like-
you're also very tall.
It's true. You are very tall.
My understanding is like,
Or I can reach things.
I mean, like David is still very smart, you know,
No,
even if
he's
he's
not.
Is he?
like he got you should watch some of his short films. They are great.
All right.
They
All
are
right. Here.
brilliant. Okay.
Zoe, let's try this.
Okay.
You have a sparkling wit, and I find your company particularly engaging, and you are fun to be around, and I like you.
Hey, thanks.
Did it help?
How do you feel?
Same.
So I thought that might work.
Yeah. I gotta yeah. The thing is, I gotta feel like they're super into me. And I knew you were just like,
Well, I mean everything I said. You are lovely.
yeah. But like if I told you to like go steal a car for me, you wouldn't do it.
Unless I wanted to.
Yeah, see, you have to want to steal a car from me, not because you want to, but because I want to too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like Analia, you'd still have like
Emily, take
all
a minute,
your.
please. I don't know that we're gonna have time to use it tonight, but I just love this explanation.
So like Analia, like you'd still have like all your smarts and computer good stuff, and like you just like occasionally be like, God, I really think I should like do something nice for Zoe today. And like win-win, honestly.
I like having free will.
Fine. I'm gonna go
Although
try
I
and
do nice
punch the.
things for you all the time anyways. Like I
Yeah,
like
you
doing
do.
nice things for the office.
Yeah.
Remember when I bought Christmas presents for everybody?
That's true.
Yes, yeah.
I still don't understand Christmas, but that was very nice.
You got a free present.
Yeah.
You got a present out of it, so that worked
I
out
know.
nice.
I'm grateful.
I'm gonna go punch the box, and then if I can't do that, let's just go find a baby or something. I don't
A
know.
baby.
All right.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Uh,
A baby.
Zoe's gonna stalk up to the box and just
Great.
beat the hell out of it.
Okay. I guess roll a strength check for me.
Okay. I need another D6. I just.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to need to be pretty significant. A D6 is kind of, it starts out as sort of normal
Yeah.
baseline human strength.
Yeah.
So there's always a possibility you can pop it off, but
Oh. I mean, I did see David recently, so. Okay. Yeah, best I do is a 5. So probably not.
yeah, you bang it around. Like, did you just punch it, or how are you?
I
trying
tried
down
to
or-
like wrench it off the post, like just grab it and pull it off.
You're not able to do it. The metal of the shackle and the metal of the handle resist you.
I really need to learn an unlocking spell.
Anybody like? Okay, so plan B, we got to find a baby.
No.
Okay. Maybe
I
not a
should
baby.
probably learn to lockpick.
Maybe not a baby, but yes, plan B is let's go and find a house and see if we can talk them into letting us stay there for a minute.
And if they're human, that means you can do your thing,
Yeah.
Zoe.
I love
Rounding the
how-
corner, there's a lady pushing not pushing a stroller, but walking with her dog and a small child about 6 who's running around and jumping on lawns and saying, "Hey, Mom, look at me!" Through that, and they're coming towards you down the block.
My time to shine.
I don't.
All right, Zoe.
I don't want them to remember us.
Oh, you guys just stay back. I'll just be some neat, nice college girl they met, and now can't
All right.
stop thinking about. It'll be great.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk up to them, just kind of like, "Hey,
Hello.
how are you? I am selling magazines for my college drama
My name's
department.
Brittany.
My
The little girl
name's
holds her hand up.
Hi, Brittany. My name's Zoe. Is this your mom?
Yeah, this is my mom and my dog. My dog's name is Buster.
I just need like a minute of your time, and if you could look right into my eyes the whole time, that would be great.
Honey, I don't. I'm not comfortable with you looking into my daughter's eyes, but you
Can I
have a
look
nice
into your
day.
eyes? Can I look into your eyes?
I'm not comfortable with that either.
Listen, let me tell you about magazine sales. I have been out here all day trying to sell magazines. Do you need the Reader's Digest? Do
not need the Reader's
Do you
Digest.
need the Family Circle? Do you need the
no?
Do you need the Food Network magazine? You seem like somebody who likes to cook.
Emily,
listen,
is this are you trying to use the SAP will skill? That
Yeah. I can't
created?
remember exactly how we set it up. I'm looking at the Slack message you sent
No,
me.
I'm fortunate that yes, I did the same thing because I was
Okay.
like, oh, how does this work?
Yeah.
What did I tell you a month ago? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be an opposed. First of all, it's going to cost you 1 power point. You have
Okay.
5
Okay.
to fuel this ability.
Great.
It's going to cost you 1 for the attempt,
Mhm.
and then it lasts for 5 rounds, which is
Okay.
about a minute, half a minute, and then you can extend it for another 5 rounds for another power point
Okay.
on there. So it's going to be an opposed roll of spirit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your spirit, and we can figure that out.
Okay, yeah, I have a D8 in spirit. Oh boy, I'm gonna spend a penny.
Okay, and you're using your wild die, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I just did not do well at all. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got a 14.
Oh, fantastic. So that is a success and a raise. So that's going to let you raise your strength and or vigor by 2 levels.
Oh, I'm raising that strength by 2 levels, baby.
Great. So you're going to go from a D6 to a D10 on there. And it causes a level of fatigue to the mother.
Yeah.
So she goes, I don't need any magazines. Brittany, honey, come on. We should
Ma'am,
go home.
Ma'am, if you could just buy 1 magazine from me, it would really make me happy. I would really appreciate it. I have this form all filled out already. Just put your address on it and drop it in the mail. I'd really appreciate that.
Fine. Here, just I'll do it. What do you have? What are you actually handing her?
It's a little slip that she will start. She will be subscribed to Field and Stream.
Okay.
We'll just start coming to her home. She says to,
that's okay. I'm glad I could help, but
you seem like you fish. That's
just have a nice. That's wonderful. Please, good luck on your trip.
So nice to meet you.
And she, come on, Brittany. Let's. I think Buster's done. Let's go home. And she kind of like staggers away.
Are they coming when they separate? Or is the mom and kid coming back towards us or opposite direction?
No, the opposite direction. Like they came around the corner, Zoe intercepted, and then they turned back
Oh.
around.
Hold on. There's a range on this. I want to cast a spell. But Zoe could go, like, if you want to roll breaking the lock, I have to look up how the spell works again.
I feel really good right now. And I sold a magazine to benefit the school drama department.
No, it's for soccer, right? The soccer team is selling magazine subscriptions for your.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I'm at a D10 now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll on the lock breaking. Well,
How
Jason.
often do you do these kinds of cons that you just have like filled out magazine subscription forms?
I mean, doesn't everyone?
No.
It comes in handy. Like,
No.
I carry at least 4 in my purse at all times.
Yeah, that's not a thing that most other people do.
I got a 9.
Okay. The roll damage for me.
Okay. Well, can you remind
So
me?
just your strength by itself, that D10.
Okay, great. 5.
You're able to twist the knob. So like you grab the box and you yank it and twist, and the knob kind of bends,
The
and you're able to
doorknob?
kind of pop the lock box off the doorknob. I'm sure I'd be laughing, but I didn't hear any of that. So
No, I was just asking if it was the doorknob, and you confirmed it, and yeah.
okay.
So
You have the lockbox in your hand. It's no longer attached to the doorknob.
you can do your thing now.
Is it
Now
open?
that it's open. I opened something.
Oh, right. So I wanted to do a quick walk to just get within range of the mom, because this is a ranged spell called Relief. It removes 1 fatigue level or 2 with a raise, and I just wanted to sort of follow along and like there's a little bit of just a stanza of song that I have to sing out quietly, and
Okay.
hopefully the mom will feel better.
Okay. Sing that song.
Okay.
Somebody once.
It's a 9.
Sure. That sounds like a success and a raise. So, upon hitting the corner of the block to turn around, you can see her posture comes up, and she kind of stretches, and seems to be walking with more purpose.
And I'll just turn around and go the other way, back towards the
Great.
house.
Now she's not going to mail that subscription form in. Thanks, Jason. Thanks a lot. Gonna raise enough money for the soccer team.
So you're at the door. You have the lockbox in hand, and the knob has been sort of deformed from prying it off of the knob, and it looks like the lock mechanism is no longer connecting. So you can go ahead and open the door.
Just push the door open.
That's one way to do it.
Yep, that gets it done.
So inside the house, there's a gray carpet and white walls, and you can see a fireplace in front of you. And other than that, it's basically an empty house.
We did it. We win.
You did.
Thanks for watching Pembroke, everybody. That was our final session.
They did it. They got into the
Yeah,
house.
they got into the house.
What a
Huzzah!
finale. What a finale. This was the thing everyone was waiting for.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so I think posting up here at the house is a good place to end, and then we'll start next week with the response and the reconnaissance and whatever else happens. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Fantastic. Then, everyone who's watching and listening, this has been Happy Jack's RPG Network. This is Pembroke. This show is listed as Pembroke, so you can check out previous episodes at happyjacks.org.com. Man.
.org. Yep.
I had like 3 hours to open up the doc and totally forgot until this moment again. So, hey, I'm just bookending it. This is it's a comedic technique.
Yep.
The rules to
It's a
these will be in
callback.
effect next week when I do this again. But in any case, happyjacks.org/Pembroke or /shows if you'd like to check out everything else that we are doing on the network. We'd love to see you, and we think that we put out some good content, so we hope you enjoy it as well. And we also hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed putting it on. And with that, I'm going to go out of order for Twitch people, but it is in order for Zoom people. And Jason, please tell us what's going on for you.
Okay, hi. Yep, I'm Jason. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Probably Okay. My new YouTube channel is just a mess of letters and numbers because I don't have enough subscribers yet. So maybe you could help me out with that.
What is it?
What? Oh, it's right now. It's just the home of the Spider-Verse game.
But like, what's the name that I could search in the search bar and find you?
That's a good point. It's Probably Okay Games is the name of the channel. I guess the channel does have a name. I just don't have a fancy URL for it. But I'm here on Wednesdays to play this with y'all, and that's Y''ALL. And then on Fridays, Friday afternoons, I play No Man's Sky. We stream that on my Twitch channel with Sam DeLev and occasional other guests. And Saturday mornings, I'm running a game called Return to the Spider-Verse, set in the Miles Morales, post after the movie. And we will be joined by a couple of very special guests this week, one of whom is sitting above me in our Hollywood squares. So you can check that out on Twitch. There's the the VODs there, but it's a little easier if you go to the YouTube playlist because it's just easier to watch on YouTube. So I think that's everything I'm up to right now.
Great. Well, then let's Hollywood Square style go up to Jay.
Hello. You can find me on the internet at jholtham on all the various socials, where I pontificate on a variety of subjects. You will also find me this Saturday guesting on somebody's Spider-Verse game, playing a variation of Peter Parker that will be super interesting and fun, and you should come check it out and have some breakfast cereal with us. I'm also a cast member at 12-Sided Stories. You can hear me over there.
Great. Orthogonal or diagonal?
I don't know.
Orthogonal.
Yeah, but I don't know anything.
Orthogonal?
Orthogonal.
Orthogonal. We're going over to Blythe.
I have been Blythe Kala. I'm still trying to get used to saying my middle name the right way. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BlytheKala93. You can find me on YouTube if you search Blythe Kala or BlytheKala93. I think the URL is /user/BlytheKala93. You can also find me on Fridays at Games We Never Play doing Table Topical with Michael Robert Holmes. And coming up in August, I will be doing a virtual play version of She Kills Monsters, so there will be more information on that to come. I play a demon dominatrix lady who's super gay, which probably doesn't sound terribly out of character. But yeah, everybody stay awesome and wear your masks.
And Emily?
Hi, I'm Emily Vanderwerf. I play in this game every Wednesday and every other Monday, including this upcoming Monday. I am in the Happy Jacks Great American Witch game, which has a drastically different tone from this game, but has been just tremendous storytelling and fun. And I hope you'll check that out. I am also you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/EmilyVDW. I get up to all sorts of things. But what I'm getting up to right now is my scripted fiction podcast, Arden, ARDEN, is in the middle of its second season. You can find us on all podcatchers.
Fantastic. I am Nick. I was the game master for this game and will continue to be so for Pembroke. I'm currently only on this show, so you can catch me on Wednesday nights, and I will be happy to entertain you in our silly little world of the mundane and the supernatural and the detectives who ride the line in between it. I hope you enjoyed your time with us tonight and that you'll join us again next week. And until then, bye!
I'll put up our calendar, but you can also find it at happyjacks.org/schedule. So
I keep meaning to say that, but thank you.
All right. Good night.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for